Hey, it's Behind the Chutes at Montana State University. Today I have Savanna Bolich, the assistant coach for the Montana State University rodeo team. How are you doing?
Good.
Fresh out of the practice
Yeah,
pen?
I'm a little dirty.
That's all right. that means you're working. It's hot outside this afternoon, and things are coming together though. Cody this weekend, probably excited for that. Take your gals are ready and loaded for bear?
Yep, we've got a couple weeks of practice, official practice done, and so everybody's, I think, pretty excited.
School's going good. Everybody showed up. Everybody's
got the routine. Yep, they're starting to get the routine, especially the new freshmen. Kind of takes them a little bit to get settled in and get through our first Meet the Bobcats rodeo and kind of get that out of the way. And now I think they're getting a little more comfortable and
they're not even really any easing them into it. Amelia Lancaster told me she had homework on the first day of school this year.
Yeah, it's right into it for sure this time of year.
So everybody's healthy though? You came out of the summer with all of the girls healthy and
everybody's healthy. Pretty well have all of the horses sound, so I think they're all in good shape to start.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm excited about that.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, this college rodeo deal anymore, it's not just a cakewalk. I mean, at that Meet the Bobcats, I believe Kyle told me that there were 3 or 4 girls in the 6s in the goat tying, and used to be back in the day, breakaway roping. If you were a 3, you were coming back to the short round guaranteed. Now, if you're not a mid 2, you're sweating bullets until the end.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. It's honestly, I mean, rodeo is something that we just keep finding ways to evolve and get more competitive and more competitive. I think we've really seen that in the women's events. I think the breakaway roping across the country is just grown so much and it's so competitive. The circuit rodeos here are the same way. I mean, it's not a catching game as much anymore. You got to be really sharp in your scoring and fast at the college rodeos and the goat tying. I've been involved in the goat tying for over 10 years now, and it's just faster and more competitive every single year. There's bigger things you can go to, more money up you can go for in the goat tying, so it's gotten really competitive, and this region has always held its own in the goats. So that's gone really competitive. And then the barrels, I mean, same with the breakaway. It's just the horsepower is there. I mean, last year in Cody, I think you had to be a 17.5 to get points, which is pretty dang tough. So
it's a big pattern, yeah.
It's just more competitive every year, and we've seen the girls just be able to kind of step up and keep that standard, kind of getting, staying at that level. So that's been pretty.
Well, hopefully some of these clinics and stuff that we send these gals to, that hopefully helps and they'll reap the benefits. You took a fairly young team to Casper in the spring, and now those gals are a little bit maybe more battle tested, might be the word, and they'll probably approach these fall rodeos. Last year they were freshmen or maybe sophomores, and now they're gonna have that CNFR experience under their belt. And
I was really proud of the women's team at the college finals. We took 7 girls all on their first trip from freshmen all the way to seniors. So it kind of made me feel proud of our program for a couple reasons, like our recruiting. Making it as a freshman, making the college finals as a freshman is a pretty big deal.
That's an accomplishment for sure.
In a competitive, set of girls. So that's I think that says a lot for what we're recruiting and the kind of talent that we're recruiting, but also the seniors who had never been. I mean, we've really invested a ton of money and time and thought into improving how much practice they can get, improving practice opportunities, clinics, like you said, coaching, bringing other people in, bringing as much in as we can. And some of those girls that hadn't made it in 4 years, I think that they did turn a corner. And so I think that we're on the right track of staying with the standard that's getting more and more competitive and getting those girls to that level. So I was really proud of the team that we brought this year. And, they held their own. We had a few things go wrong in the last round, but they showed up. We got girls back to the short round in every women's event.
Absolutely.
And they were confident, and we really didn't have anybody not, perform. There was just, things that happen with the rodeo, but they were confident and went and took care of business, and a lot of them are back this year. So that's really exciting for me.
This fall schedule's a little brutal. You start out in Cody for a couple of days, and then you go a week. The next week is up there in Glendive. You get a week off, and then finish up the fall run down there in Dillon.
It's fast. The fall is always just kind of, like you said, hitting it hard right away. But it really doesn't. These girls don't show up to school, not having, you know, been practicing all summer, been rodeoing all summer. Most of them have been going, you know, all summer. So they're just they're almost towards the end of their season by the time they get to school. So I don't ever really feel like, even when we're starting out, you know, our routine is new and, you know, back to school, but they're winners. I mean, they're doing what they need to do when they're not at school and getting themselves ready, and they show up pretty much ready to go. So it's kind of just switching into college rodeo mode from the
Some
summer
of these gals
rodeo
are pretty
road.
hard chargers. They've been doing the circuit rodeo deal and some co-approved and stuff, so it actually might seem like a little bit of an easier pull for them, where they get to go to the same town, spend 2 days there, and come home. That actually might be a little easier
have some
than what they've
organized
been doing.
practice every day. And so, yeah, it's a little bit of change of pace, but like I said, I never really worry about them in the off season necessarily, because I know that they're getting themselves ready and doing what they need to do to come and compete. So, but we've had really productive practices, and everybody seems ready to go. So.
Well, the weather's supposed to be nice, maybe a little cooler down there, not quite so hot,
Yeah,
and hopefully the wind doesn't blow quite so much down there. So, well, good luck down there, and we'll be anxious to hear how you guys do down there.
Yeah.
That's Savanna Bolich behind the Chutes at Montana State University.